Gem babies, how are you doing? Welcome to your reading. This is a mid-April reading, general reading, so please take it as it resonates. The focus of this reading is it's sort of like for singles, but also if you are feeling very single or lonely or disconnected within your connection, okay? Obviously, take it as it resonates. If you want to focus on your own personal energy, you can also book a personal reading with me. My email address is down below in the description. Simply message me and we find you a slot to do a reading. Okay, so let's see what we've got for you. We're going to take a look at your recent past. Okay, that went in reverse. So we're going to take a look at your recent past, at your current energy, what's coming towards you. We're going to clarify, then we're going to end off with a message from the universe through a crystal oracle card. Okay, to all of you making donations, thanks so much. I appreciate it. All right, overall energy for the reading is the Seven of Cups, feeling unfulfilled. Even a sense of a little bit of a sense of desolation over there for some of you. So in the recent past, we've got the Empress in reverse. These cards just fell out. We've got the Nine of Swords in reverse. Then we have the Ten of Pentacles. And then in your current energy, there is the Page of Swords, the Queen of Pentacles, and the Four of Cups. Some of you are realizing that it's time to move on. And in the energy coming towards you, there's the Justice card. There is the Four of Swords. And then there is also the Temperance card. Okay, so let's look at that's my beautiful Geminis. These are such beautiful cards. A friend of mine who was in England for a while actually came back and gave me this as a gift. I'm so lucky. So you may have been placing somebody a little bit on a pedestal over there, you know, and I feel you're beginning to sort of realize that they may not sort of be all that, like, you know, like you would have hoped or believed. It could be a very challenging energy though. Some of you have put your own lives on hold for this connection. So your life, your sort of like, it's like you were closer to being with anybody else because you sort of made up your mind that this person, they were the one. This is the one that you were going to be with. You sort of had your life mapped out. And I feel for many of you, it was just sort of like a question of time, according to you, you know, until the two of you were actually going to be, you know, together forever, happily ever after. And I feel there were real sort of warning signs over here for many of you, like real, I'm talking about like, you know, like alarm bells, like big ass red lights, like big sort of warning, 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 you know? And you were like, nah, it's never gonna happen, you know? This one's in the back. Wasn't that much in the back after all. But then somehow your focus returned to you there with the Ten of Pentacles, which is so beautiful. Your focus, they returned back to you, to your prosperity, to your experience of life, to build you up. I feel a lot of you really needed to build yourself up after this sort of connection. And things really started to thrive for you. You started to get into a very good space. And there's some sort of decision that needed to be made here. We're going to clarify to see what this is. But I feel that some of you actually realize that you have to cut off another person. And, you know, you didn't really want to sort of be the enemy, but you realize that you're going to have to do that. And the decision alone even expanded your life so much more. And I feel that you might be dealing with someone that, you know, they might be coming back, or maybe they're just sort of like throwing little breadcrumbs. So they're not committing to you, but they're also not setting you free, you know. And you sort of getting an awareness of what it actually is that they are doing. Not really something that I like to go into, but I feel for some of you it's almost an energy that somebody might be keeping you around just for sort of like the you know, like the physical sort of enticement, like the body sort of pleasures, but not the deeper connection that you need. And you're getting to see that. So going forward, you're actually getting to realize your own worth, and you're saying, no more, no more, okay? There's a real sense of bravery, and some of you are going like, you know what, that's how it could have been, but you were not sort of like open for that, so I'm sorry, I'm out of here. Okay, so I really see you taking control of things over here, of your own life. Let's clarify the Seven of Cups, the overall energy for your reading. You've got the Four of Swords, the Fool, and the Hanged Man. So you are actually reaching for a much deeper side of yourself. You are really starting to flourish in your life, in fact, which is wonderful. It's beautiful. You're heading for beautiful new beginnings. You might be meeting, this sort of inner work that you are doing. It's not going by unnoticed. And the universe is saying to you, don't worry. You are... There's a beautiful alignment happening here for you. So if you're feeling right now that you're alone and there's nobody there, you are actually going to a space where you can actually hook up with somebody amazing that is, a real soulmate for you, a real soulmate energy for you. Okay, let's look at this Empress in reverse there in the recent past. The Lovers, the Judgment card, and the Three of Pentacles. Yeah. You were not seeing that this is not going to work out. You knew it, people said it, people told you this is a bad idea, and you said, you know what, we can make it work. It's almost like that Whitney Houston song, Love Will Save the Day. At the end of the day, we've got love, we've got a connection, it's going to work. Okay, let's look at that Nine of Swords in reverse in the recent past. You've got the Strength card, the Six of Cups, and the Star. This was a turning point. It could have been a very hurtful turning point, but I feel that for some reason it might be that there has been some sort of body disrespect at some point. Maybe somebody kind of like wanted to get a kind of like hanky-panky with you, and it was the worst time, and it really made you feel sort of, it was really insulting. Okay, it could just have been words or action as well, but you really have to look at yourself and forgive yourself for the parts that you put yourself through, and so you put yourself on a more prosperous path. All right, let's look at the Page of Swords in your current energy. You've got the Knight of Pentacles, the King of Swords, and the Ten of Swords. Yeah, moving forward, focusing on you. Many of you are focusing on building your life. Wanting to be independent. Maybe you were dependent on somebody else before in love and you really didn't like that. So your focus is very much on you, and it's also releasing the past and letting go of previous, almost like a desperate version of yourself. You're letting it go. You're like, no, not going to do that anymore. I don't like that. So you're in the process of really releasing the part of you that is not serving you well. You're releasing that part. Okay, you're letting it go. You're setting yourself free in a sense. Many of you were almost held in captivity by your own heart, in a sense, Let's look at the Queen of Pentacles in your current energy. You've got the High Priestess, the King of Wands, and the Page of Swords. So, yeah, you worked on getting your balance together. You got some real clarity about who you are. Within yourself. You got that clarity within yourself about who you actually are, who you are prepared to be, who you are not prepared to be. Okay, and so that actually gave you some sort of like clarity there for what it is that you want to have in your life. And now let's look at this Four of Cups in your current energy, the sort of offer that's possibly on the table. You've got the Three of Swords, you've got the Eight of Cups, and you've got the Ace of Wands. Your heart is healed over here. The other person's heart is also healed, but I almost feel it's like almost like it's not necessarily that they want to be with you. And somehow you know this. You know, it's hard sometimes, but you know this, you get this. And so you're opening your heart to the possibility of actually being with someone else, with someone different, which might, I don't want to put ideas in your head, but it might be one of the biggest favors that you could have done for yourself. I want to draw you one more card for that. I'm taking it from the bottom of the deck, the Ace of Wands, sorry, and you've got the Ten of Pentacles. This is still in your current energy. So you really set yourself up for a good winning deal over here, okay? By letting go of that which didn't sort of honor who you are. Let's look at this Justice energy in what is coming towards you. We've got, oh, look at this. So justice is clarified by justice. Okay, double justice over there. King of Pentacles and Ace of Cups. You are very aware going forward of what your worth is, or what your value is, of what are the things that weren't working out before. You you bring a lot to the table. You know, you're very clear about what it is that you're open to. You're only really open to the highest good here in love. Many of you have sort of cut yourself short and sort of like limit yourself down, and not be too much because you don't want to shine too bright, because what is they gonna think. And you were it's almost like you were in this very tight sort of situation where you had to almost watch yourself a lot all the time, which you didn't really appreciate, and you decided that it's time to cut yourself free from that. And as you did, you actually opened yourself to a beautiful new connection over here. Okay, I want to draw you another card for the double justice card. This one is sticking out and that one is sticking out. Ace of Pentacles and Seven of Pentacles. Ace of Pentacles came out first. So there's a new financial offer opportunity. There's something amazing that's coming your way over here. So even though we're speaking about love, in this reading, it's about self-love. It's more about the love for yourself. Because there with the Four of Swords is also coming towards you. There's a wonderful breakthrough coming here for you. So with the Four of Swords is also the energy that's coming towards you. It clarifies there are the Two of Swords, the Nine of Pentacles, and the Ten of Cups. So you're really going to a space where you shine. You're going to a space where you shine. Yes, you're feeling a bit stuck. Do you go back to the person before? Because you really have a real strong affinity for that person. But also I feel that for many of you, there is that realization of, I've come so far, this is what I've done, and does it really make sense for me to go back to that? Because that wasn't really making me feel the way that I like to feel, And it's almost like a realization that it won't be better. So it's almost like being in a space where it doesn't go to worse, but it also doesn't go to better. It just sort of hangs over there. Let's look at this Temperance card for what's coming your way. Oh my goodness. You've got the Magician, the Sun, and the Nine of Swords. So I see you stepping away. I see you building a brand new life, possibly with someone new, but I see a lot of inner work over here, really shining up beautiful. And I still feel that, I don't see that the matter's entirely resolved. There is still that sense of, I wonder how they are, I wonder how they're doing, I wonder if they're okay. So it's not such a complete willing release, really, that's taking place, at least not on your side, because I feel that you yourself, is arising, and you're doing beautiful stuff, but you do still secretly hope that they can be part of your life. There is still that secret hope. Let's see what we have for you in Crystal Oracle Energy. And obviously, if that resonates with you, or it rings true for you, you'd like some assistance with that from the universe, take a nice deep breath, accept it to yourself within your heart. I'd really appreciate you liking the video, commenting, sharing, subscribing. Thank you to everybody that's already subscribed. And to also hit that notification bell so you know when the readings are coming out. All right. Let's see. Okay. And you've got Cuprite, Rites of Passage. All right, so this lets you know that, again, I'm not trying to lecture you. I'm not trying to put words or thoughts in your mind, but this is just what I'm getting. You are actually worth so much more. You are actually worth so much more. Okay, and there is a message that I'm getting directly from Spirit. It's not from me, or the collective consciousness that I channel, which is called Smile, which I come to understand is my higher self or future self, basically. So I hope that helps, and I'll see you next week.